From a young age, Dr. Myiesha Taylor had her own play medical equipment and a clinic for her stuffed patients. It's no surprise, then, when she found herself quickly relating to a Disney character, Doc McStuffins, who spends her days curing the ouchies and the boo-boos of her stuffed companions. Now, at 38 years old, Dr. Taylor is an emergency physician in Fort Worth, Texas, and she enjoys watching Doc McStuffins with her 4-year-old daughter Hana, so much so that she created a collage of the popular pigtailed Doc, surrounded by more than 130 real-life versions. In an interview with ACEP News, Dr. Taylor said she's grateful for characters like Doc McStuffins for shedding light on the diversity in America.
If you just look at the browning of America, the minority births have outnumbered white babies' births, so in 20 or 30 years, you'll have a different look in America, and so you need to start addressing those issues now, and the way you address it is not intervention in high school. It's too late.
Dr. Taylor herself was inspired to practice emergency medicine after her father was shot and killed in the 1992 Los Angeles riots. He died after being treated in a hospital with no trauma center.
I didn't realize what had happened. I'm like, well, how did he die? And, was it a gunshot wound to the heart? Was it to the lungs? Did he bleed out? I want to know more detail. As I continued in my training, I said, I think that I want to be the type of doctor that can make an immediate change. Motivated by what happened to my father, it just felt like the natural thing for me to go into.
While the family tragedy that inspired her is rare, she said that young minorities can be drawn to emergency medicine with the right inspiration and support from the adults around them.
I know you can't just go and pick, a doctor off a tree. So that means that my colleagues have to recognize that it's important for more students to be ready for medical school, and then those qualified students to be accepted into medical school. And then once they're in medical school, you want to try to recruit them into your specialty so that they don't all end up in, a specialty that is less competitive, for instance, because nobody, they just have so many spots.
More than just a children's cartoon, Dr. Taylor sees Doc McStuffins as a way for both patients and physicians to be reminded that as the American population diversifies, so should the physician workforce, and emergency physicians should work to make that a reality in their field. With ACEP News, this is Frances Correa.